Okay. Yes, good. Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to Hamport Town Council's meeting of 2024. Just a couple of housekeeping things. The fire alarm goes off. We're not expecting it, so please do exit the building as fast as you can and meet at the front so we can make sure everybody's got out. Okay, agenda item 24.25.1 is to receive apologies for absence, which we have.
Apologies from Councillor Small and Councillor Royal.
Okay, thank you. Agenda item 24.25.2 is to note declaration of interest and request for dispensation to discuss and vote on a matter in which a member or co-opted member has a disposable pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest. Does that apply to any councillors here? Okay, thank you. 24.25.3 is the open forum, as we only have our PCSO here. I don't think we need to have an open forum, so we will. Yes, thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, we do. Yes, sorry,
yes,
we do.
yeah.
Did you wish to say something in our open forum? Okay, right. We'll bypass the open forum then. Thank you very much. Agenda item 24.25.4 is to approve and sign the minutes of the Hamport Town Council meeting the 12th of November 2024. So can I ask, do any councillors have any objections to the meetings, queries, things that they believe are incorrect? No? Okay, may I have a proposer then that we accept them? Thank you, Councillor Cynthia Sampson. Seconder, please. Thank you, Councillor Edward Beach. All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 24.25.6 is to receive a report from our PCS.
Oh yeah,
Payment.
sorry, payment.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise. I have made my glasses. 24.25.5 is to approve and sign the order of payments for December 24. Is everybody happy with those, or has anybody got any queries? Please, if you do, help address them to Councillor Cynthia Sampson. No? Okay. I'll propose we accept them. May I have a seconder, please? Thank you. All those in favour? Thank you. And now, agenda item 24.25.5 to 6 to receive a report from our PCS.
As it's just over the council, and obviously everyone will have read these in advance. Does anyone have any questions on them rather than just repeating them?
The missing person, is that the little boy that keeps escaping?
Yes. He is open to our multi-agency meetings. He's open to social services. He's getting support through schools. He's
very good at escaping.
He's very good at escaping. Yeah, it is a concern, because he is regularly going on the trains and going into Manchester. So there are concerns there. But we are locking him in his room and throwing away the key, which we are suggesting on James.
What age now?
So it's worrying age for us one at the moment. But yes, it is the same lad that's been mentioned several times in the reports in the last 6 months.
No.
Just to elaborate a bit more on the last part, all of you should know, my last shift is the 22nd of December until, only you know the official date, the 8th of April is my first shift back. So it's 15 weeks. All my out of offices will be on while I'm on shared parental leave. Ashley will be giving points of contact for who best to contact with regards to X, Y, and Z. Most of it will be Matthew, and there will still be a monthly report done for yourselves. If they can attend in my absence, they will, but the report will still be done. All of my groups, vulnerable people, everything, there is a long toilet roll list that has been given to everyone, and they're shaking their heads. at people, at things that need to be done and things that I would like to be done. Support groups, dementia, well, people in the community that are living with dementia, and also some of our DV and some of our RSOs, which are our registered sex offenders. Typically, so that's a card, but we check in, and I check in with their key workers as well, just to make sure everyone's here for themselves. So everything that I can possibly do to make sure it's covered is anything that we can get home. But yeah, everything I can do has been done. Between the other 5 PCSOs and Matthew, it should all be split up fair. But yeah, anything that we can, if you need to get anything to me, you need to ask me questions, if you can do so for, well, ideally before the 21st, so at least a day and a half to get back to you. But yeah,
Thank you very much. Well, Ken, on behalf of all of us, I hope you have a very relaxing 15 weeks off, and you will be missed, and we'll look forward to having you back on the 8th of April.
Yeah, for some confusion, I will be back full time, but it will be on a what we call bespoke shift pattern. Basically, I'll have 2 non-working days midweek, which will be Monday and Thursday.
Right.
I picked them partly for home-life balance, but actually, believe it or not, mainly for work reasons. It's the least impact on those 2 days. I can't please everybody, I can't make everything work, but I miss the least of work. It means I'm still here on Friday evenings, I can always attend meetings, I can't attend senior youth club, which I'm very good about on Monday, but I'm going to ask one of my colleagues to start attending that, and I'll attend juniors on Friday. I'll still work weekends, I still work earlys, late afternoons, it just, for childcare reasons.
Will we get you back in April? They won't.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere. You wouldn't get yes, it will be me.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that report. Okay, we'll move on to agenda item 24.25.7, which is to receive a report from the Chair of the Town Council. It's not so much a report, to be honest, it's just a few things. October and November are the busiest time for this council. We have Remembrance Day, we have the Christmas lights, switch on, and the pantomime. And I would like to thank especially Councillor Gianna Edwards Beach for her hard work that she put in, along with our clerk and along with our handyman, who the clerk and the handyman worked like absolute Trojans on the Christmas switch on day. It was absolutely superb, and it was planned extremely well. Thank you very much for your help, and your family and your lovely husband, for everything that you did. So thank you very much. And the same for the pantomime, it went extremely well. So my thanks to those people who managed to help out. It is very much appreciated, because there's an awful lot to do. So thank you very much indeed. There is one thing that I have received just today, actually, and it was a meeting of
The town and parish council.
That's and it was to do with Cheshire's financial strategy and situation. It will be circulated to all councillors. There are 1 or 2 shockers in there, are there not?
Yeah.
You want to mention it?
Yeah, dirty double dealing underhanded lot. So basically, I did not know this was coming at all. As of May 2027, Cheshire is going to back charge us for our election costs. So when we have elections, they normally pay for everything. Okay, done centrally by Cheshire Council. What they're going to do is back charge us for our elections. As we know, each ward seems to cost between £5,000 and £7,000 per election. So we could be looking at £22,000 bill as of May 2027. So it's just something we need to budget for going forward. Oh, because they don't want to pay for it anymore, and they don't have to, statute or law.
So anything they can offload, they will offload, and quite well. I'm not going to say in public what I think. Anyway, that's just for you all to read.
So going forward, every election after that, we
Yeah.
don't pay anything, it's up to us, so we have to pay every time.
We have to pay every time after this. They're not going to charge, not going to say we'll charge for everything done, but from now on we are
Yes,
going to charge you
yeah.
for every election.
What is the cost for though?
As I say, it's
Is
probably
it for the staff that you?
they employ the postal voting packs that they send out, and so we'll get charged. And for the counting of the votes and all the rest of it, back at Cheshire East Council, they will just charge us for doing all that.
So
And every town and parish council
Yeah.
in the borough.
So basically, they had, I think it was something like a £26 million shortfall, which with their current strategy, they have reduced to 20 million, and they still have to find another 20 million from somewhere. So it's anybody's guess as to where that's going to come from. But I think we have a few good ideas. Councillor Smith.
I believe there are inquiries being made of the government to see if there's any cash available.
With Rachel Reeves in charge. Not got much chance there, have you?
Well, don't
Yeah.
bear in mind though that they have brought in a new level of management exec, which is costing about £700,000-800,000. Because if you're going to have a assistant chief executive, you need to pay him a good wage, doesn't it? You need a couple of 100,000, something like that. So that's where a lot of the money's going. That's good.
Super. Lovely. Okay, so just food for thought.
I will send that out. It doesn't explain it in great detail. It's just a set of slides. But the upshot is we're looking at a big charge once every 4 years. So we just need to keep that in mind and budget for it.
Yes, just keep it at the forefront of our minds. So otherwise
Yeah.
we're going to for a nasty shock.
Yeah.
Just do a few things, don't stand down in 3 years' time.
Sorry?
Or just carry on. Change the rules.
Okay, that was all really. Just to say a huge thank you to everybody. Very much appreciated. Okay, agenda item 24.25.8 is to insert additional text to the HTC now Model Financial Regulation 2024 as per the Internal Auditor's Interim Report 24/25. I don't have to read all this.
No, I think we're all aware of our
Aware.
So, may I have a proposer, please? Thank you, Councillor Sampson. And a seconder. Thank you, Councillor.
Sorry, it's a long-winded name.
Oh, Edward's speech.
All those in favour?
Quite a lot to say. So all those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 24.25.9 is the council should conduct an annual review of the effectiveness of the system of internal control and document this review in the minutes as per the Internal Auditor's Interim Report 24/25. This to take place under the HTC Finance Committee each April. Do you wish to say anything about this, Councillor Sampson?
No, because really, I don't know why it's there, because the finance committee go through the internal controls that are in place, and there's never been an anomaly. They've balanced to the penny. Nobody's done anything fraudulent. But now it happens when they receive the finance committee minutes, they're accepting the fact that our financial controls are in place. So I don't really understand why they've had to bring this up, because it's something that we already do. Maybe other councils don't, but obviously we will abide by it, and I
And we
will.
need to vote on it.
Yeah.
don't Okay,
So,
proposer please. I'll propose, seconder. Thank you. All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 24/23/10 is to receive notices and correspondence. Do we have any notices?
As I say, I'm going to send that slideshow out tomorrow, so you can all have a look at it. And Councillor Chapman, do you want to say something about Oakmere?
well, there's a lot been going on about the closure. We had a meeting last week, HTC came, Cheshire's Council came, and the media and everything. And thank you, John and Julie. They've come up with something to tide us over from January to May. It's some kind of a charity, I'm not very sure what it is.
It's Nuts with Cafe, they're a charity.
Yes,
They do this sort of thing in their area
yeah,
and offering it to the residents.
yeah, it's only interim. But it'll get us over from January, otherwise, come New Year's Day, that's it, there'd have been nothing. There was a few people saying, well, what about this, and who's going to wash my knife and fork and things like that. And I just had to interrupt and say, now listen, if you don't accept this, we have no alternative. There'll be no restaurant, nothing. And it's, at least it's not a fish and chip van once a week outside, which somebody did suggest, believe it or not. Or, you know, a round of toast once a week. And somebody said, well, who's going to brew up? Yeah, and it's so ludicrous what's going on. But what it came up with, Dan, you know, we do appreciate it. We know it's the council and this and the other. But we've got something to hang on to until we can find somebody. Now I've found somebody that is willing to go for the franchise.
Oh, good.
And this is the first time that I've spoken out, you know, in public. But I don't know where to start. I have no idea where to go, who to turn to. And also, I've been invited to a meeting at there's a big meeting in January the 8th or 6th or something like that somewhere in Crewe. And they said you can have 15 minutes, you know, if you want to speak up. I don't know, I've landed with all this, I'm not into it.
And what's the meeting about then?
Well, we get a chance to speak up why somebody in the newspaper, she's got something, she's like your name, double barreled. Said, well, why do these people think they should have a subsidy with these meals? They're no different as if they was living in a council house or something. And she's made this public. We never asked for a subsidy.
No.
When I went there 12 years ago, it just happened, you know, they had a restaurant, they had CCTV cameras, they had this, they had the overnight suite. And little by little, they're all going. We've lost CCTV cameras, security, people walking in, because we've got people there, somebody buzzes, and we could see them on the television.
Yeah.
Don't let them in. Now they're just saying, come in. I found somebody wandering about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I said to him, I said, do you want something? And we only had one carer on that night. There'd have been a fire. Now we've stopped that. They was going to put one carer and no sleeper. And I said, because believe me, people just won't speak up. I think I'm the only one with the mouth. I haven't had the mouth, haven't I? That's been my problem. But the thing is now, we've got something that we can hang on to. And especially now, but I don't know who to begin. And I was going to ask you anybody's advice. This person is definitely interested in making it as a full-time thing, not just 2 hours and, you know, from 2:30 to 3:30 or 1 o'clock to 3, just a meal and out. We'd like to make it a breakfast, lunchtime, afternoon teas. And get it out into the public, you know, let people come in. He's really interested in doing all this, and he's got finances, he's a good businessman.
What's his costings?
Don't know.
Can I just say on response to that one? Peter put forward, didn't he, that, you know, we need to perhaps do something ourselves. And when, I don't know if you've gone by then, but with Dan and Peter, myself and Julie was involved originally, that we're looking at trying to put something in. Now, if you've got somebody who wants to do it as a franchise, something like that, will be quite happy to get involved
Right.
so that we can talk to. I've requested information from Cheshire East, with Dan, regarding how that deficit of 57,000 was built up, how much it is for the staff costs, how much it is for the food costs. Because, as we know with any organisations, when it's a big organisation ordering food, then they get ringed on the price.
Yeah.
So there's the form, means of doing it. It can be done, I'm sure, but it depends how much it costs. And we're looking at something that might keep costs right down. So you mentioned in there that third party coming in as well. Maybe we'll all get together and have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
So you are safe until April, the end of April?
Yeah.
You have facilities in place?
Yeah.
Right, okay, sorry, Councillor Thompson.
Councillor Smith, you say there's a deficit of 57,000
Yeah,
caused by
caused by
subsidy.
yeah. Because what they've done is they've lumped together Oakmere and two other premises, similar premises in Cheshire East,
Right.
and that's all been lumped in with the school meals.
Yeah.
So because there's not been enough money to pay for what we want to do now, they're stopping now, because that deficit, as
growing.
Beryl said, yeah, well, it should be slowing down now, but we'll have to see what the performance of Knutsford is like. It might be that they're happy with it, all the residents are happy with it, and then they carry on with it.
And
It's delivered from Knutsford.
And what can Hancock Town Council do to support this? Because there's an awful lot of people in Oakmere that rely on these meals.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, when they're all right saying that the subsidy, but the public was getting the subsidy as well. Some boffins, saying, across the board and all that, but we are paying a lot of money to live there. You know what I mean? But people coming in off the street suddenly found, you were all right here, we can get a meal for £6.
Yeah.
And it's good. So, it's a hot meal every day, what people, good sustenance and all that kind of. But they're coming in from outside. So they got them, and I can't understand how that happened. Even if they put a couple of pounds on top of it, it's still, £7 for a meal and a
Nothing,
pudding.
is it?
Yeah.
So who brought that up? Did they want it to fail? It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's just stupidity and just allowing it to just carry on without anyone taking responsibility for it.
Nobody would
So
take
what's ended up with
responsibility.
is that the residents of Oakmere are the ones who are going to be suffering for it,
Yeah.
potentially. But as Julie and I have been having conversations with people at Cheshire East and locally about what we can do to help make what Pete's is looking to do.
And what are you going
Well,
to
did
do?
you hear him when he was saying at the meeting that we don't need to make profit, we don't need to make money out of the Oakmere facilities, as long as it's covered for what people have to pay. So I think we need to get that together again once we've got the information from Dan Coyne.
I think what we also have to watch is that Cheshire East don't strip the kitchen out for it's a
That won't happen.
We have to
won't
start
happen.
the meeting.
You've got
Make
that.
sure of that.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
sure.
because they do.
So
Yeah.
when you discuss
Because
with
the
the front,
people that are coming now, they said £6.50 for a meal and a pudding, which is brilliant. You won't get that anywhere.
No.
Sunday lunches and all this carry on. But what I don't understand, they're trying to get this woman in the paper. She is a councillor. But somebody just mentioned it to me, and I just saw a fleeting thing. And she said, "Why should these people, meaning us, think that we should get so?" We never asked for any subsidy. They made that decision, not us. It's hurtful to think that they're trying to put the blame on us. I think that's what they're trying to do.
well, no, you can't do that, Belle,
Well, I just
because
don't
you've
know.
not been sanctioning those invoices.
No, we haven't.
Cheshire East have been sanctioning those invoices, and they can't control what their budget is, which they couldn't because they were actually still had 3 similar properties, 2 others, an Oakmere, that one of them had burnt down.
Yeah. And they were trying
And it was
to
still-
say they did it.
It was
they
still in the budget.
subsidised. They said
300
they subsidised and it'd been burnt down.
£300,000 budget for 3 years, I think it was, something like that. So
And
they've
it
had,
digs
they've had a
into the
budget there
ground.
with
Unbelievable.
nothing to spend it.
So
nowhere to
how's
spend
it left now? I
Um,
mean, how can we help as a town council?
I don't know, I'm looking at it from a ward councillor.
I know you are, but
And that's
what I'm
how we
asking.
want to go forward, because,
Just looking for some support.
yeah, that's why we were there
Yeah.
this week.
yeah,
That's
but
why last week.
Handford Town Council is Handford and Oakley is in Handford. So
Yeah.
surely as a council, we should be able to offer some sort of support.
I'm kept in the,
We're
Pardon?
actually doing
I'm
that.
kept in the loop.
Well,
We're
yeah,
actually doing that.
As we're speaking now, I mean, you help me. I mean, I don't know whether financial, after what you have just heard now about whether you'll be the next ones, we'll be the next ones to, you know, and asking all for all that money back.
No.
Great,
They
what's
won't.
that going to? But
Well-
we just need some support to say, keep it in, the- you know,
In the
let
public
people know, in
domain.
the public domain.
Yeah.
And let people keep on, and it's in a game.
Well, that's
And the
perhaps where we
BBC
can
was
help.
supposed to be coming, funny enough.
Second.
Last of the BBC was supposed to be coming, and they said they was asking if it was all right with your housing group, but they didn't come. Now whether your housing group, they're getting a bit jittery, your housing group, they don't like all this
no.
thing that's coming out of the public.
Mhm.
Well, why aren't they intervening? Why aren't they giving their support?
Well, look,
that's
will
what-
you keep us in the loop? And
Certainly.
councillor Smith, can I ask that you keep the council in the loop as well with
Certainly.
regards to whatever you manage to sort out?
Yeah.
And it goes without saying that the council will be here and we will do whatever we can with our limited funds, but you know, if we can support in any way, then we will do our very best. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Have you got no more
No.
notices? Okay, so last item then is agenda item 24/23/11 is to agree the
There's
next.
a quick,
Sorry?
quick point.
Oh, go on.
Councillor Hanson will be pushing for the communications group, and we're looking to have a meeting. It's relevant, I think, to this actually. Having a Zoom meeting on Tuesday evening, which will be confirmed. Well, this is
No, we can't have it on Tuesday evening.
Cool. Well, we'll communicate. But my point is, that's a classic thing that there's an issue which should be out to the public.
Yeah.
Council, there's a
Okay.
role there to
You
keep
raise
these
it
things
for another evening,
raised.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of having this communication group, I think, to try to look
Absolutely.
at that very sort of topic.
What,
Okay.
on Oatmeal? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying that we're looking to PR communications. The council should be one of their roles. Our role is to communicate things to the public, our residents of this nature, that people do know these things are happening.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my point would be that we want to announce it when there is something to announce.
Oh yeah, this
Not
wouldn't
to
be
have-
off our.
Not to have something put out there that when someone says, well,
Oh, yeah,
how are we going to do it?
This would be a council decided thing, but we try to get together the media, the mechanisms, if you like, to get this sort of stuff out. But it would be a council communication, obviously. Wouldn't be me or Luke deciding to put stuff out.
Right.
Because it is the community as well, it's not just over here.
Yeah.
It's the whole
Exactly.
community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if we decided as a group to say, right, we need to tell the public this,
Yeah.
then we'll have the
Yeah.
mechanisms to do it.
Because there's people out there and they've said, the very first picture they took and these two ladies who come in, they live alone, they love coming in, it's only for Sunday lunch, but it's something to look forward to every week and it's in walking distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the transport's like it's all over the place. But they says, and we said, what are we going to do now for our Sunday lunch? Now that was good. That's the public actually came to the meeting, which was great, and they actually spoke up.
When was the meeting then?
It was last Thursday. Was it Thursday?
Yeah,
Thursday,
that's
last
Yeah, see,
Thursday.
we didn't know about it.
Did you not know?
No.
The reason for that is because it was Cheshire East called it.
Yeah.
They're not dealing with the town council, they dealt with the ward council.
Yeah, but they should be dealing with the town council as well as the ward councillors.
Well,
Because if you weren't on our town council, we wouldn't have known about it.
that's right, that's why I'm letting you know what's happening.
Okay,
Good
right.
point.
Final item, agenda item 24/23/11 is to agree the date of the next HTC full council meeting, which will be held on the 14th of January 2025. Thank you very much all for attending. I wish you all a very happy Christmas and a pleasant New Year, and we'll see you all in the New Year. Thank you very much.
Can I give my